Greetings, God bless, and welcome back. So, I was looking up Craig Newmark, the founder of Craigslist, just to get a sense of him. And it reminds me of when I first learned about him. So, he started by collecting information like about rentals and jobs and stuff like that. And he did that as a service, and that was such a benefit to humanity. And now the irony is that he is wanting to censor free speech. Now, people freely gave him information. And nowadays, it's not that easy to get information. It's like you have to be, rich, or you have to know people. Um, and Craigslist is not good anyway. There's like all this human trafficking. Like, let's say, like Craigslist was huge in the early 90s to try to find housing. And now, especially as a female, like now there's all these men who are like, I'm looking for a woman to have sex with me. So, and I'll let her live with me. Basically it's like prostitution. Craigslist does not, they there's so much of housing is this kind of prostitution stuff or human trafficking stuff. Like, why aren't these people who are looking for sex in the you know the the dating section? It's so disgusting. They know people are having such difficulty finding housing, not don't have $3,000 $4,000 to pay for an apartment, and so they're like, oh, I have a place, I'm going to get free sex. you know I mean, it's either some guy looking for a woman, or it's some man or woman looking to sell their bodies. It's horrible, and that's what Craigslist is like doing now. And very few people are using it, because if it's not this human trafficking, that's in an inappropriate space. Like when you're looking for a rental, you're like, have sex with me, But Craigslist does nothing about that. But that's not following the mainstream agenda, you get censored, or at least my posts do. So I just feel like or that Craig Newmark is being like a hypocrite, and he's betraying like where he came from. I mean, he was helped by people that shared information, and now he's participating in this, um, censorship, interfere with people's access to different perspectives, different opinions. That's a lot of what San Francisco in the 90s were. There were, old school traditional families there, and there were artists there, and there were, the gay community was there, and there was Chinatown and Japantown. There was a lot of difference. And that's what used to make San Francisco great. And now it's been taken over by the invasion of Twitter, Google, and LinkedIn, who didn't have to pay taxes, and they ravaged San Francisco. Like Mayor Brown made it that San Francisco was just laid siege to by these technocrats, and the technocrats did not benefit San Francisco, and now it's like this dying city. It seems to me, but what a weird way that landlords are making money, even when there's nobody there to rent, or that where nobody can afford the rent. And who knows? Maybe they're doing human trafficking. I don't know. I mean, this world does not make sense. And so, Craig Newmark, shame on you. Like, I have used Craigslist for, I mean, the 90s, 2000s, now, like almost 30 years. And I'm going to boycott it, and I'm thinking I need to close my account, and not have anything to do with Craigslist anymore. Because, I mean, number one, Craigslist is not really a good platform anymore anyway. And now that I learned that Craig Newmark gives millions of dollars to fund people to lie, like known people to lie about big things, about presidents and stuff like that. So, um, yeah, this is sad, but I guess it's good to know who our enemies are. It's these publishing companies that are trying to kill open library, that are trying to kill the Wayback Machine, and like Craig Newmark is trying to kill other perspectives, because that's what happens when you give millions of dollars to, when you make it lucrative to be evil. People they're like, yeah, okay, I'll be evil. I mean, that's just what makes the world go around. So yes, I recommend buying Craigslist too. Thanks for and what else should we do? I mean, I'm trying to find the mailing address for, so we can, I think we should write Craigslist. Tell them. Okay, so let's see. So I think it's good to tell Craig Newmark that, like, to stop doing uh, this, stop funding this assault on free speech, and stop funding this assault on traditional Americans, I guess you could say, conservative Americans, Christian Americans. I mean, that's what I notice about atheists and agnostics, and even they're culturally Jewish people, but they're not religious. Like, they hate conservative Christian heterosexual America, and I would say even probably Orthodox Jews do also, the traditional heterosexual Christian conservative is the most loathed demographic, by atheists, agnostics, cultural Jews that are non practicing, and Orthodox Jews. Uh, it's just, and it's like we've got a lot going against us. Not that I'm that total demographic, but the thing is, though, when you are a true believer, and when you are in the kingdom of the prime creator, the Alpha and the Omega, when we have Lord Jesus Christ on our side, who defeated Satan 2,000 years ago, like, we've already won. And we're just holding fast, and we're just waiting for everybody to get the memo. So, we are the winners already, but it's just interesting, and it's disappointing, to see who the enemies are. So, thanks for watching. God bless.